Okay.
I'm working
Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
I'm working with the TCS.
Okay. Thanks. Bye-bye. Go ahead, please, one by one.
Hi, Venkat. Hi, this is Pradarshan. I'm working DBA for almost like 20 years, and I worked in different technologies. Yeah, even PostgreSql, I worked a very long back, and recent days, the things is changing, and people are looking for Postgres. I wanted to join this batch.
Oh,
I'm from US. Okay,
okay. Thank you. Yeah.
thanks.
Hi, good morning. This is Puneet. I've been doing a course on SQL DBA, so I wanted to parallelly PostgreSQL. For that, I'm interested in this PostgreSQL.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, please start from the.
In Progress, but has experience in Oracle. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, go ahead. Just remaining people, can you keep on mute yourself so that.
Hey Venkat, this is Venu. I'm currently working on MySQL and Postgres databases. So I'm looking for deep dive in the PostgreSQL database. So currently I'm giving L1, L2 support on Postgres.
Yeah, thanks. Yes. Yeah, can you please start remaining guys? So all are completed?
Hi Venkat, this is Shrikant. I have 11 years of experience in database administration. Currently I'm with State Farm. I'm working on MySQL, MongoDB, Postgres. I have basic knowledge on Postgres, but I'm looking for more details into the Postgres database.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, if all are completed, okay, I can give my introduction. Okay. Okay, can you keep mute yourself? If you have any questions, okay, you can unmute. Okay, so okay, let me give introduction about myself. Okay, so I am Venkat. Okay, so I am giving training since 3 years onwards. Okay, so first started my training about only Postgres DBA only, who are working other databases. Okay, so already working so some other databases, they are looking for Postgres DBA. So started a training only Postgres DBA. Okay, means there we covered only DBA topics. Okay, later I realized okay, so who are the completed education, so they are okay, they're troubling to get the job, so they are having some 3 years 4 years gap, whatever, so some gap is there. So I started training from basic onwards, means Linux basic commands plus SQL PL SQL plus DBA. So I completed, give him training for one of the batch who are having a gap or non-working guys. Okay, so giving training from scratch onwards. So first we'll give the Linux basic commands, then SQL, PL SQL, then DBA course. So okay, so one of the batch will start for who are working other database platform. So those already knows Linux basic commands, SQL, PL SQL. So for them, they are just taking the DBA course. Okay, now today started a DBA course. Okay, few of the guys who are not working people, those already completed Linux basic commands, SQL, PLC, SQL, almost 10 students are there. So remaining all are today joined for DBA course. Okay, let me. Okay, I have around 10 years experience on IT industry, especially on this DBA platform, mainly Postgres DBA, Oracle DBA, Mongo DBA. Okay, but giving training on both Oracle DBA and Postgres DBA. Okay, so that's it from my side. Okay, so almost I completed 26 batches. Okay, almost experienced people, they completed 100+ people. 100+ people they completed so who are working other databases, so trained in my place. So remaining guys all they have some gap. Okay, they trained from scratch to end, so they got a job. Many students they are doing a job, they keep 3+ experience. Okay, who are working other databases, they are trying their so challenge to change the job or okay some challenges. So after training in PostgreSql DBA, easily few of the guys are they changed the job. Okay, so everything is settled well. Okay, so now the batch is Postgres batch 27th batch. This is for 27th batch. Mostly okay, each and every batch okay, more than 10+ students are. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so can see. Okay, so nowadays okay, all the database projects they're looking for Postgres database, but in outside it's a challenge to get the Postgres DBA. If any company looking for Postgres DBA profile, so hardly they are getting okay. So hardly it's less than 10 profiles nowadays. Before 1 year, it's tough to get 10 profiles. Nowadays, okay, maybe they will get 10 profiles. Okay, so if you're looking for Oracle DBA, SQL DBA, they are getting many profiles. So first point is very less competition. There is no competition for Postgres DBAs. Hello, please go on mute. If you have any queries, okay, you can unmute and you can ask. So first one is very less competition. There is no Postgres DBA profiles in outside. Second, so since Postgres DBA, Postgres database, it's an open source platform. It's a open source platform. Means there is no need to pay license for this database. If any company looking for this database, they're trying to use this database backend. So there is no license. It's a open source platform. It's available free of cost. Okay. So, okay. Even few of the companies, they're looking for enterprise database. Open source means there is no vendor support. No need to pay any license cost, as well as same time you did not get any vendor support. If you have any issue while using open source database, you have to fix the problem. That's why few of the companies they are looking for enterprise product. Is there any enterprise database available in Postgres? Yes, available, like Oracle. Oracle is an enterprise database. So if you use Oracle database, if you face any issue, simple you can raise a ticket. Based on the priority, they will come back and they will fix your problem. The same way, the enterprise database also there in the Postgres. So people called as a EDB. EDB means enterprise database. So who will support? Who will provide this enterprise DB in Postgres? EDB company only. Like Oracle company, they are providing. They developed Oracle database. They are started sell this product to Oracle. Okay, if you want to use Oracle database, you have to first you have to purchase the license cost. You have to pay license cost. Then you can use. If you face any issue while using, okay, no issue. We are there. Simply you can raise a ticket. We fix your problem, whatever problem you are facing. Same way in Postgres also there is a two types of database there. First is open source database, open source platform, means no need to pay anything. We did not get any vendor support. Second is why companies are looking for an enterprise database. Enterprise database. The product could be anything. That could be Oracle, that could be Postgres. Why the companies are looking for enterprise? Means if I use open source platform, that could be anything, Linux or database. If I face anything, if I face any problem, I may have downtime until unless fix the problem. So to avoid that downtime, so we have to looking for enterprise database. So out of the enterprise data, there are many database available. There are Oracle is there, Postgres is there. These all are enterprise products. So which product is less license cost? Out of all the enterprise databases, EDB Postgres is the having very less license cost. That's why all the database projects, they are migrating from other database platform to Postgres. Who are looking for open source, yes, they can migrate to open source platform. Who are looking for enterprise, yes, we have enterprise DB also there. It's having less license cost compared to Oracle database. Whatever the features available in Oracle, all the features there in the PostgreSQL database. So why we need to pay high license cost in Oracle? If I am there still Oracle, I have to pay more license cost. That's why all the clients are realized and they are started migration. Almost half of the migration will be done. So all the database projects, they are migrating from other database platform PostgreSQL. That's why very huge requirement is there for PostgreSQL DBA profiles. If you are working any DBA, any database, you should be upgrade to your skill to Postgres. Until unless you are not changing the company, there is no growth in your career. If you are skilled to, if you are upgrade to PostgreSQL DBA, easily you can change the job because there is no competition. If you are Oracle DBA, there is a challenge to change the company. If you upgrade to Postgres DBA, so we can easily change the company. We can easily change our package also. So that's because there is no competition for Postgres DBA. If you're looking for other database profiles, yes, easily we can get it. But for Postgres DBA, there is no profiles in outside. That's why we can easily get the job. If you want to change the company, yes, you can easily survive the job. The job security is very huge compared to other database. So I can say it's this database, it's not a new product. The database is there in the since 1986 onwards. So who is the author of this database? There is a, can say California. The original name is Ingress. Before Postgres, the original database name is Ingress. The Ingress database developed by is the Berkeley. Berkeley is the developed Ingress database in the year 1996. After that, Mitchell Stonebreaker and is the team lead. With the help of colleagues, he developed Ingress database and renamed as Postgres in the year 1986. It's not a new product. Recently, they developed, they added many changes compared to other database platforms. They added all the features. What are the features there in the other databases? That's why. So all the features there in the Postgres Oracle. Why you need to pay high license cost in Oracle? So that's why they are all clients are migrating to other database to PostgreSQL. So the first version of PostgreSQL, Postgres 95 in the released in 1995. Next 6.0, the first version. Later they released 6.0 in the 1996. So later they released one by one versions. You can say these are the PostgreSQL versions. Nowadays Postgres 15 also there. Postgres 15 also released. So you can say these are the versions of PostgreSQL. The first version is 6.0 in the 1996. Later they released 6.3. These are the minor versions. Later, they released 7.0 in the year 2000. After that, 8.0. These are the major versions. 8.0, 9.0, 9.6. This is the stable version equal to Oracle 9i. Nowadays, all are using, all the projects they are using must and should Postgres 11 onwards. There is a difference between 9.6 and 10. But after 10, there is a little bit changes in between 10 and 11, 11 and 12. The major changes will be there in between 9.6 and 10 versions. Equal to Oracle 9i and 10. So now the latest version is Postgres 15. Some projects they are using Postgres 13. The minimum version, any projects, you can go anywhere. There should be Postgres 11 onwards. These are the versions of PostgreSQL. So you can say, so I am saying, okay, this is the open source platform. This is available free of cost, where we can download this PostgreSQL database. This is available free of cost in case of if you are using open source platform. So this is the website where we can download without any license cost. You have to visit this website. There you can download the open source PostgreSQL database. The open source term indicates no need to pay any license cost. The enterprise term, it indicates you have to pay license cost. That is a commercial. That is the difference between open source and enterprise. If you are looking for enterprise, means you will be ready to pay license cost. If you are looking for open source database, means no need to pay any license cost. The product will be available free of cost. Where it will be available? This is the website, www.postgresql.org. So in this website, we can download the PostgreSQL database. It's an open source database which is available free of cost. No need to pay anything. If you want to get the documentation of PostgreSQL, yes, documentation also you can get from this website. You can download the database, you can get the documentation. If you want to, what is the latest releases, everything. If you want to get the information from open source database, you have to visit this website. Okay. So you can say here, if you are using open source database, what about the support? The vendor support, what about vendor support? There is no vendor support if you are using open source PostgreSQL database, because we are not paying anything. The kind of support, there is a communities are there. There is a community groups are there in the same website. If you added in the community group, if you have any issue, just you can post your issue. In the community, there are all the members are there. If anyone knows solution for your problem, if they have time, they can post solution. But this is not guarantee. Which one is the guarantee? If you take the enterprise product, you have to pay license cost. There you can get the vendor support immediately. Here the support is not guaranteed. So you have to Google it, you have to fix the problem. That's why, okay. So the big projects, they are taking enterprise product only. The small projects, they are using open source platform. Based on the kind of project, they can go on to take the database, they can use it. So if anyone looking for open source, yes, the open source database available. If anyone looking for enterprise, yes, the enterprise database also there. The license cost is very less compared to other DB platforms. All options are there in the Postgres. Why we have to be there in the other database? Why we have to pay the license is more compared to Postgres? Okay, so you can say commercial support. So in Postgres, okay, open source means no need to pay anything. So what about commercial support? How many vendors are there to provide the enterprise Postgres database? Till September 2020, there is a 2 vendors are there to provide enterprise product of PostgreSQL. What are those? First is second coordinate. It's till September 2020. Second is EDB Postgres enterprise database. So in the September 2020, EDB acquired this company, second coordinate. Till September, there is a competitor is there for EDB. Yes, I am also providing enterprise database. Second coordinate also providing enterprise DB. So these two are the competitors. In the September 2020 year, the EDB acquired the second coordinate company. Now there is no competition for this EDB database. If anyone looking for enterprise database, they should take the license from EDB only. Before September 2020, few of the people they can take the license from second coordinate or take the license from EDB. But now there is no option. Everyone should take the license from EDB if anyone looking for an enterprise product of PostgreSql. Okay, so this is the website www.enterprisedb.com. Okay, what are the features available in PostgreSql? So what are the features there in the other DB platforms? All the features there in the open source platform, PostgreSql also. You can say there is a language support. If I decided I can use database in the backend, front end you can develop your application with any language. Front end you can develop your application with any language. You can develop your application with Python, Java, C++, Perl, whatever. Backend I can support with my database PostgreSql. Free to download. It's a open source, so no need to pay any license cost. I can easily download without any cost. I can use it my open source platform. Okay, so you can say compatible on several operating systems. I can run my database on any platform, any OS. That could be Mac OS, that could be Linux, that could be anything, any operating system, that could be Windows. Whatever, any OS is there, on top of OS, I can run my database PostgreSql. It's a compatible on several operating systems. So what are the other features there in the Oracle? All the features there in PostgreSql database also. Okay, what are the database limits are there? The maximum database size in PostgreSql, there is no limitation for maximum database size. It's unlimited. You can store unlimited database size. Maximum table size 32 terabyte. Maximum row size 1.6 terabyte. Like this, these are the database limits. Maximum indexes, there is no indexes, there is no limitation. You can create n number of indexes. Maximum columns, these are the columns limit. So there is some database objects, terminals is different compared to other database and PostgreSql. In industry, we can say table or index, we know. Here in PostgreSql, we can say relation. So relation equal to table only, but here the terminals is different. In case of other database row, we can say row. Here we can say tuple. Tuple means records. Row means records. Here we can say tuples. Columns. Here we can say attributes. Data block. Data block. You can say in the Oracle, you can say data block. Here page. When the block is in disk. When the block is in disk. When the block is in disk, in Oracle, you can say data block. Here, page. Page also equal to block only. The block size is 8 KB. Here we can say page. Instead of block, we can say page. The page size also same, 8 KB. When the block is in memory, in Oracle, we can say page. Here, we can say buffer. Like this, some database terminals is different. Any queries? If you have any queries, okay, let me know.
Venkat, small queries. I supposed to ask. I'm seeing hand, but I didn't find. Okay, what is the major difference between MySQL and this one? Why we need to opt for the Postgres?
Yeah, MySQL. Okay, actually, I am not aware of MySQL. I am aware of Oracle, Mongo, PostgreSQL. Okay. So the main thing is PostgreSQL. It's available open source. It's available enterprise also. When you compare, okay, so enterprise, Oracle, or suppose, okay, I am using Oracle. Why I need to migrate to PostgreSQL? In Oracle, if you take Oracle license, the license cost is very high compared to PostgreSQL. So the same enterprise product, why I need to pay here high, the license cost is more compared to other database. What are the features available in Oracle? All the features there in the PostgreSQL enterprise product also. It's a 10 times less. If you decide take the PostgreSql license enterprise product, it 10 times less compared to Oracle product. So why I need to use still my Oracle database? The main concern is license cost. And also, if you decided to looking for open source database, yes, no need to pay anything. Simply you can download and you can use it open source database. Your application is very small, the small business. So you can go and use open source. Whenever the business is grow, then you can decide to take the enterprise product. All the options available in Postgres. So that's why migrating from other database platform to PostgreSql. Clear? Sorry, MySQL. Okay, I didn't get a chance to work on MySQL. Okay,
that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so any other queries?
Yeah. So, what is the availability disaster recovery in?
Yeah, we'll discuss. We'll discuss what are the topics available. We'll discuss. So
Yes.
yeah. So you can see, okay. So these are the RDMA support databases. We are knows because we are all are working people. Okay, we know the RDMA support database. Okay. So in case of Oracle, suppose we'll take Oracle Postgres. We'll compare. So in Oracle, these are the core DBA concept. These are the concepts. Core DBA, backup and recovery. In the backup and recovery, we can use these are the utilities: EXPDB, IMPDB to take the export and import. Physical backup, we are using RMAN backup. In case of replication, you can use a data guard concept to replicate the data from primary to standby. Okay, there is ASM is there. If you want to use Insta file system, if you want to use ASM concept is there in Oracle. RAC is there, real application cluster. Okay, golden gate to replicate the data from object to object. If you want to, you can configure golden gate. Okay, these are the Oracle database concepts. Okay, in case of same thing, if you take the PostgreSql DBA, in Postgres, the first point is there is no RAC concept in PostgreSql. There is no ASM concept. No ASM, no RAC. Okay, the core DBA topics are there same. Okay, the backup and recovery, the installation, table space. Okay, so the backup and recovery, what are the how to take the backup here? So same logical backup is there, physical backup is there. That the kind of topics same, similar to all the databases. The way of procedure is different. There we are using take the backup EXPDB, IMPDB utilities. Here we are using PG dump all to take the logical backup. If you want to use physical backup in Postgres, here PG_base backup utility we can use. There we can use RMAN. Okay, in case of Oracle, if you want to replicate the data from primary to standby, there we have to configure data guard. Here we have to configure replication. The same, the functionality is same. Here we can say master. Master means it's a kind of primary. So all the connections route to master. It's a read database will be open for read and write operations. So slave means it's a standby. It's access for it's a run for only read operations only. So there we can say primary. Here we can say master server. There we can say standby. Here we can say slave server. So data guard means to replicate the data from primary to standby, we have to configure data guard in Oracle. In Postgres, we have to configure the replication. The functionality is same. There is no ASM. There is no RAC. These two concepts not available in Postgres. That's why to learn the database also it's very easy compared to Oracle. The job also very easily to support the Postgres DBA database job. So there is no ASM, there is no RAC. Okay. So in case of while installation of Oracle, what are the things available here? You can say Oracle Home. We need Oracle Home to install the Oracle software. So for data files, to store the data files, we require one data directory. Okay. For inventory, yes, we need one directory. What is the default port number in case Oracle 1521? What is the super user sys? These are for Oracle. In case of Postgres, if you want to decide to install Postgres database, any database we need a Oracle home or Postgres home. To install Postgres, we need Postgres home location, one directory we need to install the any software. Yes, same. Here we can say Postgres home location. In case of Windows, this is the default location. In case of Linux, this is the default home location. For data files, for any database, these two are common. To store the data files, we require one directory. To install the binaries, we require one directory. So where the installing binaries, we can say home location. Where you want to store the data files, the directory you can say data directory in Postgres. This is I am using data directory. Inside this directory, we can store the data files plus configuration files. Inside this location, all the binaries will be there. Okay. So what is the default user in Postgres? Super user. We can say super user. In case of Oracle, what is the super user? Sys. In case of Postgres, the super user also same Postgres only. The Postgres is the super user equal to sys account in Oracle. Here equal to sys account in Postgres. The Postgres username is Postgres. So okay, there is no rack concept. What is the default port number? You can say 5432. The default, if you want to install open source platform, the default port number 5432. The default user Postgres user. In case of enterprise database, the port number and the default user are different. What is the default port number for enterprise version? 5444. What is the default super user? Enterprise DB. The remaining are same. If you while installing EDB also, we required one home location, we required one data directory. After installing, the port number and super user will be different in terms of open source and enterprise. So in case of open source, these are the default port number and super user. In case of enterprise, this is the default port number, this is the super user. Okay. So any queries as of now?
Yeah, hi. Whatever advantages we are getting from rack, right? All those high availability and like failover and all. So how will achieve in this Postgres?
Yeah. Okay. Good question. Okay. So in Postgres, okay, in rack, okay, it's to overcome the failure of the instance, we can go on the rack. Here you have to configure replication concept only. If you configure replication, so primary to standby. Okay, master to slave. So whatever, if anything happening in the primary, it's automatic failure to standby. Like this, we can configure to overcome the instance failure. There is no real application cluster concept in Postgres. If you want to configure replication system is there, there is a standalone system is there. There is no rack system in Postgres. Okay, if you don't want to, suppose in DAO environment, I don't want to instance failure, I don't want to configure replication. So simple, you can standalone database. If it is a perf test, okay, if it is production, there should be all the systems are replication systems only. Means equal to data guard systems. Their primary standby there. Okay, so there should more than one standby. Yes. So if anything happening in the primary, it's automatic failure happening into standby. Like this, we can configure if you want to achieve instance failure. There is no rack concept in Postgres. Yeah, clear?
Okay, I have one more doubt, Venkat.
Good.
Actually, here we have a Aurora Postgres. What is the difference between the Aurora Postgres and normal Postgres?
There is no difference between, suppose, okay, in AWS, there is a Aurora. Okay. So normal, okay, it's a open source. Open source. Okay, open source Postgres means some people community version. Community version means it's an open source platform. Second is EDB, means it's a enterprise database. Means we have to pay license cost. License cost is there. Okay. Third is Aurora. So Aurora PostgreSql, okay, which was developed by AWS. Which was developed by AWS In backend, they are using open source PostgreSql database. They downloaded open source PostgreSql database. They added some changes. The given name is Aurora PostgreSql. They added in the cloud platform. That's it. There is no changes in terms of features, database concepts. If you trained open source database, we can support EDB, we can support Aurora, anything. The topics, the file structure, everything is same. If you want to install open source, here also we need to post DB home. Here also data directory. What is the purpose of data directory? To store data files and configuration files. So here also we require a home location data directory. Here also we require a home location data directory. There is no difference between Aurora normal Postgres. So why they called as Aurora means which was developed by AWS company. Backend they using open source PostgreSql database. They added few changes. They added in the cloud platform. The name is Aurora PostgreSql. Yeah. Any clear? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other queries?
Yeah. In rack, no, in Oracle rack, we have this load balancing can be done because of many nodes. So in PostgreSQL, how it is possible to do load balancing?
Yeah, here there is a EFM tool is there. Okay. There, suppose one primary, okay, 3 standbys and one witness node is there. There we can maintaining load balancing. For witness node, on this there is no database. Only the EFM is running. EFM is a enterprise failover manager software which is available EDB enterprise version only. So there we can maintaining one node for separating load balancing. So it will take care load balancing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Here we don't have a rack concept, right? We have only one single node database is running. How it is balancing, like
Means okay, all the okay. So means okay, what are the read operations? It move to standby. What are the write operations? It move to primary database. That's it. There is no what are the you configure replication. There only one primary. Okay, there may be n number of standbys. So what are the read operations? It's route to standbys. What are the write operations? It's route to primary. That's it. There is no multi-instance concept in like a rack in Postgres. That is the we have to remember. Yeah. Clear?
Here is there any like patching and upgrade? Anything is there?
Sorry?
In Postgres, like Oracle patching upgrade
Yeah,
is there?
we'll discuss in the course content that will cover, Saroj. Okay. Okay, if no queries, we'll go on talk about course content. Okay, let's see. This is my course content. Okay, first batch onwards, almost this is the course content, the standard. Okay, let me. One minute. Yeah, this one. Can say this is the topic. Okay, so installation types. There is a 4 types of installation in Postgres. Will cover all the 4 types of installation and all 4 types how to uninstall each method. We'll go for source code method, how to install source code method, and same way how to uninstall in source code method. Second M method, how to install Postgres via M method, and how to uninstall which was installed. Same RPM method. GUI in Windows, if you want to install Windows, only one method is available. These 3 methods available Linux platform only. Same way how to uninstall all methods which were using Postgres. Next PG admin. Okay. So after installation of Postgres, you can see in Oracle how to connect the database. There is a command line mode. Second GUI mode. So in GUI mode, what is the tool we can use? SQL developer. Here, command line mode we are using SQL+. So same in PostgreSQL, in PostgreSql. So how to connect the database? Any database, this is the two methods only. Command line mode, GUI method. In GUI method, we are using PC admin tool. Equal to SQL developer. How functioning SQL developer? The same way. Everything is same. The tool name is different. In SQL developer also, we have to configure the connection, then connect the database. Here also, we have to configure the connection first, then connect the database. So PC admin equal to SQL developer. Command line mode. Here we are using PSQL. PSQL is the utility to connect the database via command line mode. PC admin tool. This is GUI tool, which was configured to connect the database via GUI method. Okay. So how to configure PC admin? How to install PC admin? How to configure? How to administration using PC admin? Next, cluster configuration. Okay, it's not like Oracle cluster. Okay, tomorrow I will give you more clarity. What is the difference between Postgres cluster and Oracle cluster? Okay, how to configure the cluster configuration? How to configure multi-cluster configuration in the same server? What are the environment variables? How to enable remote connections? What are the shutdown modes? So what is the cluster hierarchy? DB creation, how to create the database? How to drop the database? How to rename the database? What are the catalog views? Means system views. Schema management, how to create the schemas? How to switch the schemas? How to connect the schema? How to drop the schema? How to enable the logging mechanism? In Oracle, no need to enable logging mechanism. Here we need to enable logging mechanism. Then only everything will be recorded into database log file. Contrib modules, parameters, what are the static and dynamic parameters, how to change the parameters, user management, how to create the users, how to create the groups, roles, how to give the read access, read only access, read write access. Okay. So you can say in the, okay, Postmaster is one of the main background process in Postgres database. So we'll discuss about main background process Postmaster, then architecture part 1, part 2. Part 1 is the related to memory based architecture. What are the memory areas? What is the use of each and every memory area? What is the background process? What is the purpose of each and every background process? We'll discuss in detail. How to kill the sessions like Oracle. What are the wall files format? You can say in Oracle, you can say redo log files. Here you can say wall files, write head log files. Enabling archive mechanism, auto commit. In Oracle, we have to give the commit. Here, there is no need to give commit. System will take care commit statement. No need to give commit after DML statements. Table space, how to create the table space, how to assign the table space. What are the backups, logical backup, physical backup, how to take the logical backup, how to take the physical backup, how to restore. What are the utilities we are using while taking the backup? What are the utilities we are using to restore the backup? Point in time recovery, physical backup, PC based backup, how to do the point in time recovery, how to do the upgradation. Okay. Let me. Okay. So patching. How to do the patching in Postgres? How to do the upgrade? 10 to 11, 11 to 12. So how to configure the replication, physical replication? How to do the switchover? How to do the failover? How to configure logical replication? If you want to configure object to object in Postgres, we have to use a logical replication. If you want to replicating entire DB to DB, then we have to use physical replication. Maintenance task, like in Oracle starts gathering, indexing. Here Postgres also there is some maintenance task there, vacuum full, reindex, analyze. Will do practically. Performance tuning. So if any query is getting slow, if you end user given complaint, okay, so my query is still running. Can you please look at what are the things we have to verify? So what are the tools covered? PG bouncer. So it's equal to AWS like Oracle AWS reports. If you generate XML reports using PG Badger, like AWS reports, by seeing the reports, we can easily analyze where is the problem. PG bouncer to manage the connections. We are using PG bouncer. How to use the PG bouncer? Aurora to PG to migrate the database Oracle to Postgres. This is the open source tool. We are using Aurora 2 PG to migrate from Oracle to Postgres. We'll cover Aurora 2 PG. PG Badger is equal to Oracle AWR reports. By using PG Badger, we can generate the XML reports which are equal to Oracle AWR reports. There we can give the detailed reports, charts and the graphs. EDB database installation. There is a slight difference. Installation part. The remaining once installed EDB database, the port number is different, the super user is different. The remaining all are same. Difference between EDB and open source. AWS RDS. How to create a RDS instance, PostgreSql instance in the RDS. So Postgres instance creation on RDS, monitoring RDS. These are the things we'll cover. This is the course content. This are almost fixed for all the data, all the patches. Okay. So once after completes 3 demos, we'll share with you in the new WhatsApp group this course content. Daily we'll open the course content. Suppose if we complete source code installation, so we'll mark as a complete. Like this every day, we'll mark as what are the topics complete. Like this, we'll go one by one. This is the sequence only. Okay. So any queries in the course content? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So can say, so how the material, this material, okay. I prepared is my own material. Suppose, okay. Each and every topic wise, I am providing the notepad files. There, the cleared steps are there. Step 1, step 2, step 3. By using this notepad file, you can practice without other help. Suppose let me open one of the, okay. This is the source code installation. How to install Postgres via source code method on Linux platform. You can say, so to check whether port is okay free or not. So these are the step 1, checking the prerequisites. There is some prerequisites are there. We have to verify first prerequisites. Step 1, these are the prerequisites. Step 2, download the software. How to download? You can say, this is the, by using this link, you can download the software. Then copy the software to some other location, U01. All the steps are there. Next, untear the software. How to untear the software? Same. Step 5, install the software. Go to the software location. You have to insert these 3 commands. After installing, set the password for Postgres user. User add, we have to add the Postgres user. Then set up the password. Next, create the data directory. Change the ownership. So how to create the data directory? Yes, ownership, change the ownership. Then creating the cluster. How to create the cluster? We have to switch to Postgres user. Then initiate the, there is a initdb utility is there. By using this utility, we can create the cluster. So this is the initdb location -d, which path we are using data directory. This is the path. By using this initdb to create the cluster. After creating the cluster, we have to start the cluster. Starting the cluster. How to start the cluster? There is a pgctl utility is there. So this is how we are creating the cluster. Starting the cluster. Once start the cluster, how to verify my cluster is running or not? We have to switch to Postgres user. You have to verify ps-ef grep Postgres. You have to give this command Postgres. Okay, so this is how we are installing. This is how the material is there. Each and every topic, step 1, step 2, step 3. Like this, after every day, which topic I completed. After the respective material, I am going to share in the WhatsApp. End of the course, I am going to share in the Google Drive. After completion of class, 1 hour session is there every day, 8 to 9. Okay, so the record will be shared, but the record is not able to download. You can play anytime. It's a lifetime access. We'll share the material. You can download the material. You can practice without other help. Okay. Suppose let me open other suppose okay parameters. So can say so backup. Okay, user management. Can say so how to create the user? Can say Okay, this is the user creation syntax, full syntax. So create user, username, verify the user, then creating the role, verify the role, then okay. So to list of the users. So all step 1, step 2, like this, we can easily practice without other help by using this material. This is just we prepared its own material, so you can easily practice without other help. Any queries from anything? Okay, so
Venkat, a question. Where do we install